Hi guys. As part of my talks that I do a lot about mental health, and one of the areas that I specialise in is that of dementia. And obviously it's a huge issue in this country in the older population. There's various types of dementia that form in different parts of the brain, but the most common two are obviously Alzheimer's disease and vascular dementia. Regardless, really, the difficulty really is for the family. It's the caring that's the difficult part for dementia. I mean, the person with dementia in the beginning may have some insight into the fact that they're losing memories and forgetting things and struggling. But as the dementia progresses, they're less aware of that. So in fact, it's easier for them because they have less insight and awareness. It's much harder for family because they have to live with that and to cope with that and to witness that and to see their loved one more or less disappearing before their eyes. So it's not easy. One of the hardest things, I think, is talking to somebody with dementia, because they obviously are repetitive, and they may be talking about stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense. They may even be making up words, and people say to me, I just don't know what to say. What I say is try not to engage in the conversation and trying to answer the question, because the questions, the things that are being said may not make a lot of sense, and all you're going to do is further confuse issues. What I say is to try to listen to what the emotion is that's being communicated. So if they're saying, where are my children, or I've got to pick up my children from school, that demonstrates that they're thinking about when their children were smaller. Maybe that they're in their head, they're at that sort of stage in their life. So, think about talking about their children then, talking about that time in their life, things that were happening for them, because it's like you have to step into their bubble where they are at that time. And if you've got knowledge of them at that time, that's a great way of having a conversation that has some sort of meaning for them. The other controversial issue is about telling people that somebody has died. Some people believe that you should, tell people, yes, your husband died, and some people say you shouldn't. I'm of the opinion if you tell somebody every single day that their husband has died or their wife has died, then every single day you're creating trauma and loss for that person.